Alright guys, welcome back to more Blinx the Time Sweeper. So here we are in Momentopolis fighting the Keeper of Time, who is taking our time powers away. So, in order to get to this boss, you have to fight 4 bosses previous to him. Boss number 4, boss number 7, boss number 6, and boss number 8. All in rapid succession too, so you have to do it within your, in my case, 10 hit points. And you have to beat them all before you end up coming and fighting him. So you'll enter his stage and he'll send you backwards to fight those bosses. Now, the way that you can damage the boss is those spike balls in my inventory are worthless. You need bombs. So whenever he throws bombs out like that, you send a bomb to him and that will damage him. He will then use lightning to blow up bombs on occasion. So that's basically his moveset, is he will throw out bombs and then he'll use lightning. He'll occasionally use a power. He mainly uses slow and fast forward in the first part. So then you come on to stage 2, as I like to call it, where it is 2 of him, where they'll send out bombs and ice bombs. So when they're both sending them out, you have to hit them both in kind of like a rapid succession manner. And they will both end up gathering time, which will then like slow you down or do whatever. Slow is the hardest to deal with. Pause is pretty easy. Fast forward is super easy. You don't even really need to worry about fast forward. I never had a record or a rewind happen against me. I don't think he has those moves, but I never had them happen against me. They could happen. Occasionally they'll do that, and that just eliminates all the bombs, which is nice. And that one I missed just by like a millisecond. So what you want to do is, while trying to damage them, is you're going to want to collect time powers. You're eventually going to want one of each. Yeah, slow is just so hard to do. You have to like time your jump well in advance since you're moving so slow. Eventually you will want one of each time power, because that's going to be the way to hurt him in stage 3. So it's really nice when they get like really close together, and then you can end up doing the double bomb hit. So it's really nice when they do that. Now, they're gathering pauses, so what you want to do with pause is, right when they're about to activate it, is jump in the air. Because their only attacking move is to pound the ground, and if you're not on the ground, they can't hit you. So being in the air is what you want to do. Slow is just one of the hardest ones to deal with. Because, I mean, you can be jumping in the air. You can mistime your jump by... You can time your jump and yet still get hit. And I believe this pause was me looking up the strategy as to how to beat that, but it doesn't really matter. They will occasionally turn the floor into ice, so you do have to be wary of that. So it's just a good idea to keep an eye on them, especially during this. And again, I was off by like a millisecond. It's really annoying when you're off by a millisecond. That jump was a bad idea. But I'm okay with it. I mean, we still have technically 5 hits before we die, so us doing this is pretty easy. So we have 3 out of the 5 time powers, which is nice. And eventually we're going to need all of them. So what he'll do is he'll end up coming to chop you. And he'll suck in some time powers, and he'll try sucking you in too, because it'll slow you down. The way that you want to use this strategy is you'll end up having to use, as I've mentioned before, all 5 time powers against him. So a rewind, a fast forward, a pause, a record, and a slow. Not in any particular order. It can be in whatever order you want. You just end up using those, and it will start breaking that stone shell of his. Once that breaks, he'll start trying to charge at you, and you just need to launch a bomb at him when he's behind, or when he goes past you. So I don't remember when I used my first power, but he ended up turning it into ice, and then I jumped right into his face. So, you know, the best choice for using up a retry. And that retry actually went back quite a bit, which I'm actually shocked about. So he'll keep trying to charge at you. He'll launch more bombs, but that's not going to be useful for you. So occasionally he will use powers, and so you just use a power to stop his, and then you will end up damaging him a little bit. So we've used a fast forward. So now the only thing left that we need to collect would be a pause. So there we go. Rewind hurt him. I have a pause over here. And there we go. So now we have all 5 powers. And I just wanted another retry just so I could have another hit against him. And so there we go. That's 3. And then we got a record, which damages him. And as you can see, we're breaking his shell. And then the slow, which then finishes off the damage. So now, that is what he looks like. And when he goes past you, you are going to need to launch a bomb at him. Now, I could not get the bomb launching jumping time right. I think I get down to 1 heart, and then I eventually get it. Because he just moves so quickly. He's actually a very quick boss when he's not in his stone form. Yeah, because I don't think you can end up making, like, the pass twice. Like, he can pass you once. I don't think you'd be able to do the pass again. But there we go. We ended up getting him. Which is really nice. We saved all the pigs. And the princess. Who is sleeping. And looks nothing like a princess. I do have to say, this game is fun. I am a sucker for anything like time travel, time manipulation. This game was really fun to me because it made you think as to what power you end up needing to use. Aw, Blinx, no. B1Q64 will not be cut off. Standing ovation for us, which is really nice. And there we go. That's the ending of the game. We ended up beating Blinx the Time Sweeper. Now, oh, that's a nice concept art. I like it. Now, I do not know if I'm going to go back and collect cat medals. I mean, it would be fun just to see. I think we have like 2 other prizes that we need to get. But I don't know if, for me, it's really worth it. I mean, we ended up unlocking a lot of prizes through that. And a lot of those medals are really hard to get, too. So, as of right now, I don't think I'm going to go and collect all the cat medals. I think I'm just going to leave it the way that we are. I mean, we are missing like 14 or 15 cat medals out of the... How many is it? Out of like the 80 that there are in the game. But I mean, I think I'm okay with that because a lot of those cat medals will not unlock prizes either. So, just to find the 2 that would give us another concept art or another pig play display thing. Honestly, right now for me, it's not worth it. I'd much rather get onto a different project and work on that. We are almost done with Tak and the Power of Juju as well. So we'll end up having Jack 2 and then a new Let's Play coming. Because this is going to take over a video day for Tak. So, and I think it's been like a week or 2 since I've uploaded the last part of the video, the last part of the Let's Play. So part, I think 50. So, I mean, this boss took me a bit. And it's a good thing and it's a bad thing that it took me a bit. It's a good thing because it was a challenging boss. It's a bad thing because it took me a week to do it. But there we go. I mean, this game came out in 2002 and it's only available on the original Xbox. So, if you have an original Xbox, I would definitely say get it because I love cats and I love time travel and time manipulation. So, it kind of just sucked me in. So we're rewinding through the credits. Cute. Bye, everybody.